press record. Yeah.
And
Record.
Kyle left, so it means up to you.
Bye, Kyle.
We'll give it like 10 more minutes.
Okay, you can go.
Let me know what happens, okay?
All right.
Thank you, Barry.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, not enough people came. I'm ending the meeting.
No, no, it's okay. This can be a good family meeting. You can
Guys,
go. Fine.
I hate you guys so much. Man.
It, it's okay. We're here. Entertain us.
شو بدي اسوي لك bro? Is that عبد الحميد?
You're
Oh my god.
Go through your presentation. It's good practice. Go, go. We're watching.
I didn't try on the presentation. I didn't know I was doing this.
It's okay. Just try. Let's see. Give us what present to us. What should we learn from high school?
Okay. Do that video. Oh my god. All right, let me share my screen.
all right.
Okay, guys, here's my presentation. So before we start, so I wanted to welcome you guys to PAX online events and programs. We hope you and your family are doing well and staying healthy. And thank you for joining our session today for my survival guide for high school. Stick around to the end where we'll have a short presentation on the census and we'll give you a chance to enter an Amazon gift card raffle. And if you want to see a full list of our upcoming events and if you would like to donate to keep these programs going, please visit www.pacusa.org. So my name is Barry Mahmoud, and today I will be giving you guys my presentation on how to survive high school. And at the end of the presentation, I'll take any questions or comments. And if you guys can also send them to, actually, no, just through the Zoom call, you guys can send your comments or questions. So let's get started. So the first part about high school is making friends. So the most important thing for a person to do is meet people that are like you, find people with similar interests, similar hobbies, make similar enemies, and you have to be outgoing at least so that you can make friends. So you have to be able to get to know people and get to know what they like so that you can, interact with them and, be more outgoing so that people know who you are and that you can get to know them. And that's really important in high school because, no one wants to go through such a big step in life by themselves. So making friends is a really important part of, not only staying healthy, but also, keeping other people healthy. By making a friend, you can be keeping someone else happy and healthy while they're doing the same to you. So presenting yourself. So you have to, when they say dress to impress, you got to dress to impress yourself. So, unless you're going to a school where you have a uniform, you could just wear clothes, whatever you're comfortable in. Don't always be flashy because some people might think that you're trying to be, too cocky or something like that. At least not on a regular basis. If one day you feel like dressing up, why not go for it? And maybe wear something different every day. People might think that you're wearing the same clothes every day or you're dirty, but obviously, if you can afford it, try to wear something every day. And don't be predictable in your outfits. Try to wear something different. Like, don't always be wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt every single day. Maybe some days switch it up, wear jeans and a button-down shirt, something like that. So, two. And now, next thing is extracurriculars. So a really important part of high school is getting involved. So as for myself, I'm involved in a lot of different things in Clifton High. I'm a part of the Key Club. I'm a part of the Heroes and Cool Kids Club. I'm a part of the track and field program, and a lot more. So the great part about joining clubs is not only can you make friends in clubs, but it also shows people that you're committed to something. So if you're athletic, you could play a sport. If, say, you want to be in a leadership position, you can go into student council, or you can try running for the head of a club. But the important part of that is, to make yourself known and to get some recognition that you're getting involved in school, you're getting involved in your community, and, you're trying to make your school a better place. And finally, the most important thing is to fill out your census. So that's the end of my presentation. So right now, I'm going to show you guys a quick video about the census. And just give me a second. So let me show you guys this quick video about the census.
Thanks for tuning in to PAC's Sensational Communities presentation. Today we'll be talking about the importance of the census, and if you stick around until the end, you'll be eligible to win an Amazon gift card. Stay tuned. So what is the census? The census is a decennial survey that is conducted by the government to generate demographic information and to determine where billions of dollars of federal funding are allocated. The census is for everyone, regardless of legal status. We all count. You might be wondering how the census benefits you. Census funding is used to ensure that money is sent to programs like Medicare, WIC, food stamps, workforce development, and more. Everything from your town's roads to your town's public schools and after-school programs are funded by the census. Furthermore, the census determines political representation. The census determines how many representatives we get in Congress, and for the first time in history, the census allows participants to write in their race and ethnicity. This is wonderful news for Arab Americans, as we can write in what we identify as, and hopefully evoke change in leadership. We need to show the U.S. that Arab Americans count too. We matter. The census is completely safe. Your information is protected by Title 13 of the U.S. Code. Even the President of the United States cannot access your information. Census can only be used to derive demographic data. Any violation of this will result in 5 years of jail or a $250,000 fine. Attorneys across the country are enforcing these rules and protecting your information. The census is also super easy to fill out. For the first time ever, it's available online and over the phone. It's even available in Arabic. Of course, you can still fill out the paper form if one was mailed to you. Didn't get anything in the mail? No problem. You can still head over to 2020census.gov to complete your census right now. And if you have any questions, you can always contact PAC. The census is super important, it's safe, and it's easy. But you must look out for scams. The Census Bureau will never ask you for any credit card information, debit card information, bank account information, or your social security number. And the Census Bureau will never call you at your house. Any questions? You can always contact Dala Ismail at tismail@pacusa.org or text the PAC Census Hotline from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily at 973-963-7267. Thanks so much. Be sure to fill out the survey at the end of this to be entered into the raffle for the Amazon gift card. Make sure to fill out your 2020 census. We count.
Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. I'm going to send the link for the survey to the chat. And if anybody has any questions or comments for me, please go ahead. You can talk to the mic or you can send to the chat, whatever you like. Okay, so the first question from Tamer, I'm not gonna answer it. So Ghalib asks, please explain Freshman Friday. So that's not really a thing anymore. I know that it probably might have been a while ago, but it's not anymore. Everybody really just minds their own business, and Freshman Friday isn't really anything that anybody takes part in anymore. Then I'm gonna ask another question. What's the smell ratio of the gym locker room? The boys' locker room smells bad. At least ours does. I don't know about anyone else's high school. But it's a gym. Everyone is sweaty. You'd expect people to smell bad. Zaid asked a good question. How are you handling the extra time you have from COVID? So, my school has started Clifton High. We started virtual learning. So, basically every day we have our classes, we have our meets online, and basically most of the day I'm just doing my homework and studying for AP tests. But when I'm not doing that, I'm doing this puzzle. I'm working on a puzzle and you know practicing for Ramadan. So that's about it. Um, do they take attendance? Abid asks. My cousin goes to your school and it says they don't. Yes, amen. Hi, I see that you're here. Um, and it depends on the teacher, I guess, because some teachers take attendance, some teachers don't. You're supposed to take attendance, so if you're not accounted for in class, then it counts as a cut. So everybody should be accounted for. Zaid asked Minsaf or Makluba. Yeah, Makluba. I choose Minsaf because we had it yesterday. Hala asked, do you feel like you're learning as well through online learning as you would in class? And no, obviously not. The in-person learning experience is obviously so much more different than virtually. A lot of people would say the same thing, that they would much rather be, with a teacher learning in a classroom than online. And, both aspects have their difficulties and, their pros and cons. But me personally, I would always rather be in a classroom with a teacher and my peers than just sitting at home watching them on a screen. Iman asks, do you follow a specific schedule each day for virtual learning? Yes, we do. At least like recently we started, since last week, we've had to follow a certain schedule for each of our classes. So each day is a particular set of classes and it's about an hour for each period. And each teacher has their own thing. Some of my teachers just have like a chat where we're supposed to just check in every day. Some teachers have an actual meet where we have a class and a lesson. And everybody posts their own assignments and stuff like that. But yeah, we kind of do have a specific schedule. Alpha asks, can you explain the demographics of the school? And Clifton High, the reason why I love Clifton High is because the demographics are, so diverse. And Clifton has always been known for its diversity. Um, I'm pretty sure you can find someone from any ethnicity or race that you can think of in Clifton High. Um, and yeah, I wouldn't really say that there's a majority or a minority. I think our school is evenly balanced between all types of races and ethnicities. Zid asks, how has not interacting with your classmates affected your mental health? And how are you preparing for the football season without access to training facilities? So obviously, not interacting with people on a daily basis anymore is going to affect anybody, not just me. Um, People, at least most people, would love to have their friends by them every single day, like they usually would. And being out of the ordinary can affect anybody. Whether it's not being in school or not being at work. But everybody is coping within their own ways, and I still talk to my friends on the phone almost every day. So it's not affecting me horribly as it might have would if we didn't have technology. But we all have our different ways of coping with it. And as for training, I've been working out every day in my living room, and it's just you gotta get through it whichever way you can. If you're not putting in the work by yourself and working out on your own, then you're obviously not fit to be working out with a team when you're actually in season. So I've just been working out on my own in my living room, jogging around the block. Iman asks, do I as a student feel overwhelmed with the amount of work assigned each day? Um, Not really. It's just for me personally, my schedule and the different classes that I have. Um, I take two AP classes and I take honors classes. So obviously the workload for me is going to be, higher than someone who's taking CP classes. But I think everybody is going to feel like this is going to be a much heavier workload because even though we're doing it like on our own schedule, kind of, um, everyone is going to have their different like priorities, their different things that they're going to be working on, and not all my teachers are, um, and I'm glad that not all my teachers are giving us such a heavy workload. Most of them are just giving us one assignment to work on for the entire week. It's due on the end of the week. Um, but just for me personally, I have a heavy workload. I have AP tests that I have to prepare for. Um, and I could manage it, and it hasn't been that much of a problem. But I couldn't speak for anybody else. Um, Ghalib asks, does a homogenous ethnicity still occupy specific or as of the school? If so, where should I stand? Um, I don't understand your question. Uh, um, I'll skip that because I don't understand. Should I go to a private high school or a public high school? Uh, this is a question that a lot of different parents and students tackle. Um, and really, it's all based on what the parents choose and what the students prefer. And obviously, no one can be forced into going into a public or a private school. Me personally, I've always been in the public school system, and I would not, trade that for a private school. I feel like personally, I've had a really great education. I've loved my teachers all from kindergarten to right now as a junior in high school. I've loved all of my teachers. I've gotten to know kids of different ethnicities, of different races, all throughout my life. And personally, I don't think a person would have the same experience going to a private school as they would in a public school. And that's the difference is in how you're able to interact with people and the different people you get to meet. But at the education standpoint, like how I'm going to be learning, it's always going to be based on myself, how the student is going to be taking everything in. If I am going to be a lazy student and not participate in anything and not do any of my schoolwork, I'm not going to be a good student wherever I go, whether it's public or private. And, some people say, oh, you have your different resources in a private school, then you have more resources in a private school than you do in a public school. But either way, if you go to a public school or a private school, a student is able to create those resources on its own based on their own talent and on their own, determination. So private school or public school, to me, it doesn't really matter. It all just depends on the student and their own work ethic. And I guess this will be our final question before I send you guys the survey. Sofiane asks, how are you preparing for AP exams, and are more scholarships being offered during this time? So for me, the AP exams, I'm taking 2 AP exams next month, AP US History and AP Government and Politics. Both of these tests, instead of the normal AP exam, which would have been a certain number of multiple choice, an essay, and some free response questions, and that would have been for both tests. Both tests are similar in their format. Instead, we'll be taking a 45-minute essay, which will be administered online. And I've been preparing my teachers have been helping us for the most part in preparing for this, and they have been all year. And I've just been doing the assignments that they've been giving us, reading up on a textbook, using resources online. And it's more than enough stuff for me to be prepared. And once again, it's as for scholarships, I don't really think that the number of scholarships has changed. I'm pretty sure it's the same as there's always been. I'm not really sure exactly. But yeah. So that's my presentation. Thank you guys for being a part of the workshop. If you guys just give me a second, I'm going to post the survey link. Okay, there's the Google Doc. And once again, I want to make sure that everybody is taking their census. As my last point, I am a census intern, as you guys can see from my shirt. So as you guys learned from the video, census is really important. And, make sure that everybody's taking their census so that, everybody can get their fair representation, their fair funding. And, yeah, that's about it. And don't forget to see PAC's full list of upcoming events and to donate to the PAC so that you guys can see more stuff like this. Go to pacusa.org, and we hope to see you guys in future webinars. And if you guys liked this, please go to PAC USA and comment and donate so you guys can see more stuff like this. Thanks everyone for attending. Hope you guys stay safe and have a good night.
Thanks, Barry.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Barry.